Hello, 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 and happy Sunday evening, everyone. This is the Rock Your Life weekly board meeting. This is JoJo, and thank you guys for being on. And let's just get rolling. Hope everybody's had an amazing week and has something of gratitude or celebration, happiness, cheer, something good. Lift us up vibrationally. Tell us something good. Who's got something good going on? Miss Mona.
I'll go. A couple of my teammates, they are going to try to get on tonight. I was hoping they would. I wanted to give them a shout out while they were on, but they're getting so close to the Crystal Manager reset bonus, and they've got a little less than a week and are enrolling people, and their people are enrolling people. It's just exciting stuff. So I am just absolutely thrilled that a couple more managers will be created this week. So close.
That is very exciting. Thank you. So who is it? To tell us who it is.
So Annie has enrolled several people, but two of them have shared with a couple of people. All we're trying to do is get those couple of other people active. And then Kate Tanner, she enrolled someone who has shared with two people, and then her husband shared with a person. So we're working very diligently on helping her husband refer a second person so that we can get him to consultant.
Totally
also,
awesome.
We'll make her a manager. So Kate and Annie, we'll
awesome.
be on the lookout for when I announce when they become managers.
Sending them good vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. And on that note, I'll shout out Rolf and Chels for hitting director again yesterday. So they got their director. They have their director for the month for the bonuses. So they're in that promo. Very cool. We've seen some managers pop through. So good stuff happening. Carrie and I have our next retreat planned, so I'm excited for that. I haven't let the cat out of the bag yet because we're still waiting on some final details that have to be worked out, but excited for that. Vinny and I are celebrating our 18th anniversary, or 18th wedding anniversary tomorrow. Taking off to go up to Utah to hang out a little bit. 18 years. We've been together 20 years tomorrow. 20 years he's been looking at this. Amazing, right? Awesome. Anybody else got some good stuff happening? What's up? Mary, where are you? You look like you're in a hotel room.
I am in San Antonio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just for a couple of days.
Cool.
Good old business. But I have a couple of people who have approached me over the last 2 weeks that are interested.
Nice.
So
very cool.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Right on. And Lori's out there in Hawaii building a team. She's building the Hawaii team so we can go rock the islands. I'm excited. I can't hear you. All right. Why can't I hear you?
Oh,
there you go.
Apparently, Bluetooth speakers aren't as fabulous as they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I have a problem with the microphone on mine.
Yeah,
I can hear good, but yeah.
No, I'm going to try to take over the island, slow and steady.
Awesome. Let's do it. I'm ready to come. You say the word, I'm on the plane. All right. Cool. So let me ask you guys a question. How many of you think that you are rockin' awesome at multitasking? Anybody? Nobody's going to claim that?
Multitasking with isogenics or other things?
Multitasking, period.
I'm a good multitasker.
Okay.
Just sucking at isogenics.
So,
hashtag honesty.
Right? And I will tell you that going into, I've been doing some business and personal coaching with Brandon Barber. And so he said to me, how good are you at multitasking? And I said, I'm awesome. I do it all day long. So he said, let's play a little bit. So he kind of showed me a different side of this. So I'm going to share it with you guys so we can see. But so here's the deal. So the average person has 50 to 60 interruptions every single day while you're trying to get something done. Can you imagine 50 to 60? So each one can take up to 5 minutes. So let's just say on a like if everyone took 5 minutes, we're blowing 4 hours a day on distractions or interruptions. The average person looks at their phone 120 to 150 times a day. That was a scary number, because I bet you I'm at the high end of that, if not more. I'm probably above average on that.
I've done that today, and it's only 2:30 here.
Right? So what we found is that most interruptions are not that valuable. Like, they are little things. Like, some things are, somebody comes in and their arm's cut off. We got to take them to the hospital. Okay. Serious, the house is on fire, like serious things like that. A lot of times it's the little interruptions. Hey, can you send me a link? Hey, can you, like, there's little things throughout my day. Like, I don't have kids coming in and just going, Mom, I'm hungry, but I have all of this other stuff going on that I allow to be my noise. So I think I'm doing great by handling this and then going back to what I was focusing on. So if you figure in the 4 hours approximately a day of interruptions, plus the 120 to 150 times a day that we grab our phone, we're essentially wasting 6 to 7 hours a day on stuff that has little or no value. Is that crazy? I was like, can that be possible? I need to put a timer on it. But when I really kind of took a look at how it works, I realized that it's absolutely true. And so let's play a game. All right, everybody grab a piece of paper, because we're going to see what happens when we try to multitask. Okay, so does everybody have a piece of paper and a pen? Okay, so at the very top of your paper, you're going to write the words, switch tasking is a thief. So switch tasking is a thief. And then underneath that, you're going to number 1, 2, 3, but you're not doing it yet. Are you guys doing it yet? Don't do it yet. I'm sorry. Right, switch tasking is a thief. I'm giving bad instructions. You can yell at me. It's okay. So, so you're going to write the words at the top, and then at the bottom, you're going to number all the way to 1 to 21, but don't do it yet. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start the timer. Switch tasking is a thief. You have written at the top of your paper. You're going to number 1 under each of the letters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to the end, right? 1 to 21 when I say go. Okay? You're going to start numbering. Ready? Go. Five seconds. 10 seconds. 15 seconds. Everybody done? 20 seconds. Okay. Okay, so what was the average? 15 seconds? 15-ish seconds to do that? Okay. So now what I want you to do is write an S and number 1 and a W and number 2 and an I and number 3. So don't start yet. So this is what our timing is going to be, because we're going to switch back and forth. So your S will be number 1. Your W will be number 2. You're going to write the same thing. Switch tasking is a thief. But every time you're going to go back and forth and write an S and a 1, a 2, a W and a 2. Does that make sense? An I and a 3, a T and a 4. Make sense? Okay. And I think I was probably supposed to have you write switch tasking is a thief at the beginning of the other one. So I'm adding 3 seconds on everybody's last time for that. Wait, oops, stop. Okay. You guys know what you're doing? Is that good instruction? So you're going to go S1, W2, right? So S on, you're going to write S on the first line and 1 underneath it. W on the first line and 2 underneath it. Make sense? Okay. Go. Five seconds. 10 seconds. 15 seconds. 20 seconds. 25 seconds. 30 seconds. 35 seconds. 40. 45. 50. 55. 1 minute. Everybody good? Everybody got it? Okay, so what was your average? Anybody?
More than double.
More than double. Paul, what was yours?
About 45 seconds.
Anybody less than 45?
I was at 30.
Okay. So, and I doubled mine. So I did 15 on my first round and 30 on my second. So I doubled. But did anybody notice that you started to get your numbers and your letters mixed up? And like I wrote a W and then I put it, the next one was an I instead of like I started to do it completely backwards. Did anybody have that?
Yeah, I wrote down 51 instead of 15.
So it's just really kind of a visual, cool little thing to see not only how much time does it take to switch between our tasks, how much time it actually takes to do that, to get unfocused and pull away from something else that we're probably not doing such a great job on any of the tasks. And so the thought is to create these timed out power sessions where you are in power focus. And I don't care if it's 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half hour, or whatever task it is you have at hand, that's what you do for that amount of time. And then when that time is up, you stop and go to the next task. Instead of going, okay, well, I have to finish, and my brain's always back here trying to finish this, but to stay in power focus. And so I've been trying it for the last couple of days, and I've gotten more work done in a quicker amount of time than ever before. And I'm not letting my phone distract me. So my phone goes off. My phone's like away. I haven't allowed I even like notice it's an automatic thing. My phone goes off while I'm in the middle of something, and I pick it up while I don't even realize. And look, somebody over there has 2 phones. So that's even, you're doubly distracted. So to create power sessions where all you do is focus on that one thing. So if it's making follow-ups, that for that 15 minutes, you are doing nothing else. You're not looking at Facebook messages. You're not going down the scroll of the rabbit hole of cat videos. We're not answering mundane questions on our phone that can't wait 15 minutes. There's pretty much about almost every single time we get distracted, it's something that could wait 15 minutes, but we feel like it has to be taken care of right then. So to do that 3 times a day in power focus. So wherever it is, if that's, you want to make one of them contacting people, one of them following up, one of them, doing your posts on Facebook and scheduling them out for the day, whatever those things are, doesn't matter. But when you power focus, we can see what happens. So what if you could do what you wanted to do? And it's a lot, some of us, it was half the time, some of it was a third of the time. It's crazy, right? To feel that. And then you started to feel what? Like as you were getting through and I'm counting down the seconds, did you start to feel anxious? You're like feeling anxiety. Now you're stressed and you're like, okay, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. And then it got worse. So imagine all the stuff that we put ourselves through thinking that we're in a really great multitasking around every day. Paul?
And it's actually, multitasking is actually a myth. Nobody's brain is wired to do more than one thing at a time. So all we end up doing, just like this, is you can only do a little bit of one thing at a time. You can't do two things at once.
Mm. So interesting, right? Because nothing ever gets your full attention if you do that. And we're looking at, especially me, where I'm looking at being more present in everything I do. Well, if I'm in a constant multitasking mode, I can never be fully present with anything. And that's an issue for me. So that's something where I'm definitely working on is being more present in everything I do. And I can't do that if I'm constantly looking at my phone and checking messages in the background and doing all these other things. It just, that doesn't, I think it, I thought it was working. It's not working. So the power sessions have totally been right on board. So, and it doesn't matter as long as you commit the time and then you do what you say for that amount of time. Could be 5 minutes. Could be an hour. Paul?
One other thing I found that I have to do, because I have my personal phone and I have my work phone, I try and forward calls off of one, but usually my phone, I've been getting into the habit of putting it on airplane mode.
Mm-hmm.
So that way when I'm driving, I'm in my car all day long. I'm not getting dings and the bleeps and, everything else. It's not because, I'll grab it and look at Facebook in a heartbeat when I should be, concentrating on something else.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Does anybody get caught in the Facebook scroll? I mean, what do you think your biggest time waster is? If you look at everything that you do in your life, what's the biggest distraction? Is it Facebook? Facebook is a black hole. We think it's like, okay, that's going to make me present. And that's going to, now I get to know what everybody's doing in real time. And I just get lost down the rabbit hole of everyone else's stuff. And that it doesn't. So and because I've been doing a lot of posting in a lot of different groups. And so I have to pay attention a little bit because I want to make sure that if anybody's responding or commenting or asking for information, that I'm present with that. But instead of doing it every 5 seconds, I'm setting some time aside each hour to take a couple of minutes and scroll through and see, and then getting away from it. So I'm not caught in the scroll.
There's a couple articles you can Google about maximizing your Facebook efficiency and how you can lock social media with just 15 minutes a day and that kind of stuff. So I would encourage Googling that. To piggyback on the being focused, I've noticed when I put my phone away and actually pay attention and do my healthy mind and body, my answers are far better than when I'm just trying to get it done or I have something else going on. And it's just a testament to just separating yourself for the 10 minutes to just do that. You are going to have far better success just with that program. So imagine what other things in life that you can do if you just gave it your full attention. Because when I go back and look at my answers, I can tell the days that I was flipping on my phone and typing or listening to a webinar and trying to just get it done. But the days I disconnect and just do the 10 minutes, they're far better answers. And I have a far better day having done it that way than when I'm distracted.
What a great notice. And you have it in writing, so you can go back and actually see the difference. That's pretty cool that it's that apparent. Cool. Anybody else got any suggestions or questions, thoughts around efficiency? So the power sessions are great. I'm just going to recommend that you put them on the schedule. And that's one of the biggest things is that, especially with this business, to put them on the schedule and then stick to that schedule. Because it's so easy to not do this. It's so easy to find something else to put in its place. Or to think we're busy because we're doing things that seem to be productive, but they're really not income producing activities. And trust me, I am totally guilty. But being more aware of it, and now seeing the difference when I pay attention. Cool. So 3 power sessions a day. They're 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half hours. I don't care. But schedule them in, put them on your schedule, and what you're going to do for that focused power session. Is it going to be follow-ups? Is it going to be new connections? Is it going to be sending out videos? Is it whatever it is? Going to be being present with your kids? Whatever. I don't care. Whatever it is, do it 100%. Cool. Who's planning on events? I know, oh, Laura, you guys just did an event this weekend. Congrats. How did it go?
Oh, yeah, we did it last week, and we did a sweat and sample.
Oh, that's right. How did it go?
It was a ghost party. No one else showed up but already enrolled people, but
That's okay.
Still rocked it out. We did the workout. We talked. She's hosting a virtual call tomorrow at like 5 p.m. our time, which is like 11 East Coast, so kind of late. But hoping to just, get more stuff going on here.
Cool. And so she's on the island with you?
Yeah, so, and she's two PET below Emily Vavra.
Okay, cool.
She's technically on Dave's other leg.
Yeah,
right?
she's our cousin.
So.
Cool.
And then I have another girl who's doing it with us, and she's on Scott and Laura St. John's team.
Cool. So tell us how you guys set it up. You did a workout and then.
Yep. They're personal trainers and physical therapists. So we just went to the beach and worked out in the sand on the beach and did a 30-minute Tabata workout. And then we just kind of sat down and talked strategy on, we're all kind of in the same place of we're just keep getting ready to get ready. Mm. Neither one of us are really taking any action. They're getting married in September, and she really just wants to get into momentum, and we haven't been. So we just kind of talk business on how we can help each other and follow up with each other and just stop saying it and start doing it.
That's great. So let's say new people had shown up. What was that going to look like? How are you guys going to set that up?
I mean, we were just going to give out samples, tell each of our stories, and, just ask the questions on what they were looking for, whether some of them were getting married or some of our friends that were supposed to come were just coming just to support us because they want to help us, but didn't really have like the interest yet in isogenics or even the business, but we're going to come, and we were just going to try to find a pain point from them and kind of expands. But
cool.
More practicing, helping ask the right questions and get information out of people. I'm really quick to take the objection and go with, I understand. I don't have money. Okay, I get it. And so we were hoping to have a little live, banter, if you will. Mm-hmm.
A little live feel, felt, found session.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So you guys are going to continue to do it, right? Because I think it's such a cool idea. Awesome.
Whether people show up or not, just do it once a month. And some weeks people will show up and we'll work with them. And if nobody shows up, we're just going to have a business and strategy sessions. And,
yeah. If you build it, they will come. They'll come. Be consistent with it, and people will start to come. Because that's so awesome, and everybody wants a free workout. Well,
right?
do you think
at the beach?
Yes.
In Waikiki,
right? And everybody wants a free workout.
And
right?
free e-shots.
And free e-shots. Hello. Don't know what they're missing out on, right?
Right?
Cool. Thank you. Laura, how was your booth?
It was great. Pam and I had a blast. It was a really interesting event. It was an event focused on gluten-free. So it was called a gluten-free allergen event. And there were people who traveled to North Carolina from Virginia. So they really, I mean, and it was really interesting because the woman that sets up this program, she does several of them, and she said, you know, people come for a purpose. You know, she said sometimes you'll go and you'll display at fitness fairs and this, that, and the other. She said, but here they're looking for options, and that's really what Pam and I saw. I mean, we really we had some really, really good discussions and a lot of great interests. Pam's been following up with people all day. We've been following up with people, but we definitely think that, I mean, I think it'll be a good day. We think from 4 to 6 people we'll bring on, which
Nice.
That's a good day from an event. So that's really what we're thinking. So Pam, I don't know if you have any other comments, but it was a really, really, it was a good event, and we appreciate your support. Pam, do you want to share anything, hon? Oh, she's on mute. You're on mute.
Okay, got it.
There you go.
Well, we really had a lot of interest from yesterday, and I've been really busting it for hours today, sending out messages and working the tail end of our promotion, you know, with the free with the $30 off,
Awesome.
basically free membership.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when we work together, we're more powerful than if we try to do an event by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely teamwork is key.
There is power and energy in numbers. There's no question about it. And I believe in every scenario we do better as a team. So absolutely. Good for you guys. And you know what, just because somebody says no right now doesn't mean it's forever. It's just not right now.
And I think what was really interesting for this one, I mean, we immediately asked, you know, we had a little raffle bag, but we immediately just asked them, you know, if are you open for us to send you a video? Oh, absolutely. Like everyone that put their name in that, well, maybe like 2 people, Pam, like 2 people were kind of like, well, whatever. But everyone was very open to receiving information, not just putting their name in the raffle, but we pretty much kind of said, we're going to send you something. So that was great.
That's
I had
great.
one fella that is he meal preps for athletes in Charlotte. He studied at Johnson Wales as a chef. The young fella, he's in his upper 20s.
Nice.
And he's actually thinking of all these people he knows that would like the performance products. So I said, well, you can get your products paid for if you like. And I sent him the Amped on Adam Thielen. Is that how you say?
No, Adam Thielen. Yeah.
Yeah. And also the Start Your Life video.
Nice. Good job. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I push back on doing events because we spent so many years doing events. I feel like for the first 3 years of our Isogenics business, Dave and I stood behind a table and talked to people. I mean, there was times at the end of the weekend that my voice would be gone for a week because we had talked to so many people. And but no question, that's where we all came from. I came from an event. Dave came from an event. Carl and Kathy came from an event. If you follow the tracks down, there are so many people in our line that actually came from an event. Tammy Hess, Cindy Jorgensen, all of those guys came.
Pam, I met her at an event.
Oh, Pam came from an event, right? So it's crazy how, I mean, it does, absolutely, it does work. And it gives us a belly to belly, which is nice. So it's not just, they already have an interaction and a connection with you when you've been in a booth. So for sure, it's good stuff. Awesome. Thank you, Carols. Good job. All right. I'll have, Mona.
Morgan and I have an event in our apartment. So our apartment has an on-site gym and it is very busy there. Every month, the apartment sets up these different kind of fun events. And sometimes, like one time it was like giving away stuff for dogs. And one time it was cheese and wine, and just different vendors come in and host these different events. And so Morgan and I asked if we could host a healthy event, and they're really excited about it. So this Wednesday, we're probably going to focus more on the performance line. But one of the key things is that we can see how many people are ordering in takeout. And takeout here is very expensive. So we can talk to them about having their meals delivered directly to them here at less than $3 a meal. When you start talking cost savings, I think that's going to be a key as we talk to people. So I look forward to meeting people in our apartment building. I look forward to making a bunch of Facebook friends. We're going to do a little raffle, but ideally making as many Facebook friends as we can here, because neither Morgan nor I anticipate living in Washington, D.C. long term. She wants to be in Hawaii, and I will be in Japan. So, so our goal is just to meet as many people as we can. When it works well here, then we can go to the other apartments in the area and let them know that Elliott on 4th offers this. Would they be interested in us coming there to offer it to them too? So I feel like it's going to be like the first of many that we do in the apartments here in Southwest DC, which I'm really excited about.
Great idea.
Super nervous because Morgan's super adorable, and I'm so glad she's doing it with me because I get very nervous doing things like this. So, so it's good. It's good for both of us.
Great.
Yeah.
Stepping through the fear, doing it anyway.
That's right.
Good for you.
Thanks.
That's awesome. And then you get to at least, be friendly with people in the building and get to meet people on a different level. That's cool. Where's Morgan want to be in Hawaii?
Wherever her marine is. I don't know where, I don't know the geography of Hawaii.
Do you know where the marine base is?
She'd be here on Oahu most likely then.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So she'll be there with Lori. She already got connections.
Send her anytime. I just booked a $360 flight to Denver. So
Really?
you can get there if you keep your eye open.
Wow. That's a good price.
That's a great price.
To Denver.
Nice. When are you going to Denver?
A month from tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So our prize challenge is coming to the end on April 1st, I think is our last day. I think it's been going well so far. I've been getting some good feedback from everybody who's interacting. We have lots of good posts going up every day. And so moving into April, we are going to go back to do a couch to 5K. And we're going to also do a 9-day cleanse challenge. So we're going to bring everybody in to do a 9-day. So we'll have those two things going on. And I think we're going to do the 9-day closer to the end of the month. All right. So like the last 9 days of the month. Is that what we decided on? If I'm wrong, let me know.
I thought we were starting on the 16th, but it might have been later in the month. That's fine too.
Okay, we can do the 16th too. I have the weirdest travel schedule in May. So that's the biggest time for me is going to be the end of the month, but it doesn't mean I have to, if it works for everybody else on the 16th, I'm totally cool with that. So we're going to do a couch to 5K. We have all of these amazing runners around us. So we're going to go back and do a couch to 5K so we can do some training tips, and anybody who wants to learn how to run and go back and work on that a little bit. And it was good because out of the last one, we had a whole bunch of people who ended up doing a 5K. I was one of them. I did too. And so now it'll push me so I can get out there and do another one. But anything else on the challenges? Are we good? Is that where we're at?
I think that what people need to remember with the challenges from a business perspective is that not every challenge is for everyone. But if we promote them, we will find the right challenge for the right person so that we can offer support with a team that we might not be able to individually support people doing. So if you're not into doing the 9-day, that's okay. You can still invite people to do it. You can support and cheer them on, and you don't have to do the 9-day. You didn't have to do protein pacing. You don't have to do the 9K. You don't have to do couch to 5K. But it is important to put the word out there because somebody out there is seeking support with protein pacing or seeking support with becoming a runner or seeking support with doing some intermittent fasting. So as we think about growing our businesses, it's not necessarily what we want to do. as far as with our health journey, but how can we support other people and cheer them on and realize that it's so much easier when you've got a group of people doing it together. Because like what JoJo said earlier, there's such energy in numbers, and that's what the challenges are here to do. They're not necessarily just individually based. They're like, how can we support our friends, our family, the friends that we're going to be making soon? So that's something just to think about as we think about these challenges.
Awesome.
To
Thank
piggyback
you.
on that,
Yeah.
from the social media aspect of it, people don't see everybody's posts. So if you're not friends with each of us outside of Facebook, I don't get notification that you posted something. Like, I'm friends with a couple people on the team. I don't endorse that you ever friend everybody in Isogenics or just somebody's on your team. I apologize to anybody that's tried to friend me. It's just not logical. You can follow people, but don't friend them. Don't waste your friends. But like JoJo just posted that the team call was in like 10 minutes. If you're not friends with JoJo outside of Facebook, you didn't get notification that JoJo posted that. So you really have to kind of post and share, even if you're not going to participate in the 9-day or in the couch, whatever it is, because your people that you enrolled aren't seeing JoJo's posts, because most of my friends that I enrolled aren't friends with JoJo. So unless you're either going in and tagging them in comments and bringing it to their attention, they're not going to see it. So when JoJo does post that there's a team call, your best thing to do is go in and tag your people, because that's how they're going to see it. So even if you're not doing the Couch to 5K, put it out there so that your 20 enrollees or your prospects all see that it's happening, because nobody's sitting there trolling Rock Your Health and then trolling. I know we all do get sucked into the Facebook thing, but in reality, nobody's like, oh, I better go check Rock Your Health, and sits here and scrolls and scrolls and scrolls. So you sort of have to spoon feed them a little bit. So whether you're participating or not, it's really good to just put it out there or comment or tag people in it so that they see it.
Thanks, Lori. And also with the team call, so I made a recurring event. So it's there, it'll be there. So once you invite somebody, then as we update it each week to like talk about the topic, so we'll change the description a little bit each week, you should get a new notification that, right? That's right, Lori? Am I getting that right? Okay. Because what I was worried about is that if we didn't make a new event every week, that people wouldn't get re-notified. And so the reminder wasn't there. But if we change the description every week, kind of talking about what we're going to be talking about, then everybody should get a notification that there's been an update to the.
And I think having finite topics really helps, because some people don't have a lot of time, but if they're really struggling with objections and they know on Wednesday, Sunday's call is going to be on objections, I'm going to reach out to my 4 people who I know are struggling with objections, be like, dude, at least be on this one call. Like, I know you can't make every week, but this is what you're struggling with. So having that update a little bit earlier certainly will help to generate more people on the calls. And again, you just kind of have to spoon feed people. It's hard to remember, everything 4 or 5 days later. So
awesome. Thank you. Hey, Kate, I know you weren't on at the beginning of the call, but I just want you to know that Mona shouted you out for all of your momentum you have going on with your team and your new enrollees. And so congratulations for you. Hey, you.
Oh, thank you. Hi. I've been listening. I've just been putting the kids to bed. So I've been multitasking.
It's awesome. We love it. Sometimes you just gotta. But,
do what you gotta do.
Congrats on the new team members and how things are
Oh,
going.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's been a good day.
Good.
I feel good. Feel positive.
Good. Awesome. All right, everybody. Unless you have anything else, I think we're gonna call it a wrap. So we have like 3 hours left for the $30 off. Less than 3 hours left with the $30 off. So if anybody's sitting on the fence, do a quick reach out, see if they're ready to get going.
I took advantage and bumped it up to 2nd day air or 2nd day delivery.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Oh, and we have free shipping for all of us. For anybody who's already enrolled, we have free shipping too. So we took advantage and ordered a bunch of stuff for free shipping. All right, pretty good. So we have the challenge call tomorrow at 5:30 for anybody who's all in. Other than that, we are all good till next Sunday. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right. Bye, everyone. Go rock your life. Mwah.